even if the president is doing is illegal, there's nothing we can do about it. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to focus initially, Jeffrey and Ryan, on the Supreme Court's decision last Friday, basically saying that no matter how egregious and flagrantly unconstitutional executive order is, that federal district courts cannot issue nationwide injunctions that prevent the evil from inflicting pain, irreparable harm. Um, it is limited only to protecting the named plaintiffs in the case. So if you haven't hired a lawyer and run to the courthouse, you could, in this particular case, be deported on the theory that you were born to parents who are not in the country legally. But it's not limited to this particular executive order, which was as issued, namely, after 157 years had elapsed since Section 1 of the 14th Amendment. And I'd like to read the plain language because it's pretty simple for anybody to understand. It says in the 14th Amendment that, and here are the words, all persons born in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States. And to be subject to the jurisdiction of a country means you have to obey the laws. If you don't obey the laws, you get punished in some way or other after a trial. And what President Trump did on January 20th, 2025, after 157 years of uniform understanding that that particular language meant if you're born here, no matter whether your parents were here legally or not, you're a citizen of the United States and you have to obey the laws of the United States. Now, the Trump executive order says, without any support, that if you are born to parents who are not here lawfully, you're not subject to the jurisdiction of the United States. Do they really believe that, Jeffrey and Ryan? If they believe that, that would mean that if you're born to illegal alien parents, you can commit murder, you can commit rape, you can commit mayhem, you can commit treason, because you're not subject to the jurisdiction of the United States. You're kind of floating in a constitution, a legal free zone. Of course, they don't believe that and never applied, this executive order and that the way they tried to decree that you're not subject to the jurisdiction.
Isn't it true, Bruce, that many immigrants, one is most immigrants that come here, more than 99%, okay, never commit a crime. Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So their behavior indicates they're subjecting themselves to the jurisdiction here, right?
Yeah, and the ones that do commit crimes, they get punished.
Many of them also enter a process seeking asylum. Okay.
Yeah.
So they also clearly are subjecting themselves to the jurisdiction of the United States.